Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mythonics. Today we are going to be watching Mandela Catalogue Volume 4. Now, we've been slowly going through the series and just seeing how it holds up because it's been, I think, about 4 or 5 years since it launched, which you think it would be longer, but it's not that long. Not that long. So this one was only, just over 2.5 years ago, thereabouts. And honestly, so far, some of it has been rough. It's just a fact that some of it has been rough, but most of it has been pretty good, you know? Especially like the first episode, pretty rough, but then second episode, really, really good. Third was pretty good as well. Now, Volume 4 is where Alex Kister, the creator, had more of a budget behind it. And as such, he actually started getting, I'm pretty sure he started getting live action actors in there. Now, he had voice actors before in the past, and I believe he even used their photo too. But I'm pretty sure this is where yeah. We won't spoil too much, so I won't jump around too much. But there's like actual live action acting in there, which was a big jump for the series. And look, I don't know how well it landed. I guess we'll find out. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. And then yeah, so this goes for 40 minutes. I'm sure we'll be able to bump it out to about 3 hours with no constant interruptions. So we'll see how we go, guys. Right then, we ready to go? Let's watch. Let's full screen this bad boy.
In the beginning, the earth was created without form, as a spirit hovered over the face of the waters.
This is Stanley's voice, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is Alex's voice.
Light was created first, then the light was divided by darkness. The light would be called day, and the darkness would be called night.
This is very dreamcore, isn't it?
On the second day, the spirit created the skies above and the water below. A great firmament was created to divide the waters. The evening to the morning was the second day. The water below was separated from dry land, where a diverse arrangement of plants were grown. The mass of water would be called the sea. The land would be called earth.
I wonder if this was from like a show or something that where he just made it.
Stars and planets filled the emptiness of the night sky.
Because by this stage, he's got like the money and the resources to actually make something like this to make it look like an old TV show. But then in the past, he also did use clips from old TV shows. So I wonder. I guess we'll probably find out soon enough, right?
The sun and moon were created to give light to day and night.
So true.
Several creatures were created to inhabit the sea, sky, and land.
Which one are you?
Creatures would multiply.
I'm a sea dweller.
Soon the earth was filled with these creatures.
Air dweller. I'm an air dweller.
On the sixth day, a man was created from the dust of the ground, followed by a woman to keep him company. They loved each other very much, and happiness was felt for the first time. They would gaze up at the stars that night before falling into a deep, graceful slumber.
Whoever this voice actor is, they do a good job. I really like their voice for this sort of work. I think they're a great pick for it. Perfect as Stanley. Stanley was my favourite moment throughout the entire series. I just loved it. Just perfect. Perfect. No, yeah, this is definitely... It's definitely... he definitely made this for the thing. I don't think this is from... That art style looks too much like a modern take on old cartoons, you know. Let's move this mouse out of the way, huh? And obviously the fact that it's like he's obviously doing this stuff, right? But it's good. It matches the style really well, doesn't it? This whole aesthetic is great.
This night was different than the last. The woman would gaze up at the stars, but the brilliance and beauty of the stars were obscured by the man, staring down at her. The woman was afraid.
That's creepy. That's creepy. That was so good. How good was that? Oh, what an intro. What an intro.
This night was different than the last. The woman would gaze up at the sky, but the brilliance and beauty of the stars were obscured by the man staring down at her. The woman was afraid.
That's so good. Ah, oh, what an intro. Awesome. That was really good. I really like that. So you can see here, this is how the timeline is different. So there was we've been trying to figure out, like one of the ongoing questions is like, where did the timeline split? Because obviously in our reality, the story is the serpent in the garden tempted Eve and she ate the apple, and then Eve tricked. Well, she didn't really trick. She was corrupted, and then Eve got Adam to eat the apple too. But in this one, it looks like the serpent tricked Adam to eat the apple first, and then Adam got Eve to eat the apple after that. So that seems to be where the split was at the very first. That's interesting. And we're back to this strange. I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know art terms. Impressionistic doesn't sound right. Surreal-ish style. I don't know if I like it, to be honest. It's weird. Where it's supposed to be things that are actually happening in quotation marks.
This is Dave from Mandela Tech. How may I help you?
Hey Dave, it's O'Brien.
Oh, how's it going, man? It's been a while.
Oh, you know. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, I feel you. How'd that church gig go?
Oh, it was great. Got the whole congregation out of their seats during the last performance. Felt empowering, According to the other band members.
I guess it does make it easier to add in edits like this Mandela department. I don't know. I just think it looks too unrealistic intentionally, and I'm like, I don't think it lands.
It's never happened before. Made me feel real special.
That's great, dude. Happy to hear it.
Yeah, man.
Enough about me, though. How you been holding up?
I don't know. You know how it is. I'm sure you've seen the news. Local businesses haven't really been doing so hot recently.
That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know. That's alright. I'll find a way around it sooner or later, right?
He actually made that Mandela Tech shirts and stuff, didn't he? This is good advertising. They look pretty sick. They look pretty sick too.
Tell you what, if you end up having to shut down, I can vouch for you to get a position here. They'll pay you much better than whatever the hell you're making down there.
I'm not a man of God, O'Brien.
Hey, no worries. You don't need to be a believer. You can always let me know if you change your mind. Well, I gotta get running. Got rehearsal at 8. I'll talk to you soon.
Why is she stealing it? Woman, give it back. German impressionist skin being pulled over modern footage. Girl, I think this is a bad idea. Property of Dave. Dave Lee? The only CRT TV in Wisconsin open daily. Oh, we've seen this. This music's cool. It's like that 80s sort of style, but horror. All this arc is really cool. I remember it now. I have seen this before, but I genuinely don't remember most of it. Oh, it's Thatcher. Our boy. With a nose ring? A cop with a nose ring? I guess in Mandela, when half your department's been brutally, well, more than half the department, like basically everybody but him have been brutally slaughtered. They don't give a shit what you do. Now this is an e-boy. This is an e-boy. E-boy cop. He's got a good voice.
Me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the St. John Library. Thanks for listening.
You used to have a VHS player that was shaped like a card? That's awesome.
Thank you very much, Lola. Our next student comes from our very own Bythorn High. Please welcome Sarah.
Hello. I am Sarah Heathcliff, founder of the Paranormal Club at Bythorn High School.
Sarah Heathcliff, that's like Mark's sister, and Mark is like long dead, right? He died in like late 80s, and that was, and then Adam was born right after. That's right, and then Adam was snatched, and this is like the second. This is like the second timeline. So yeah, it is right, because it's like 2007. Whereas some of the other stuff was happening in like the late 80s, I'm pretty sure, or like 90. Leon Kennedy and RE9 Bill. He does look like Leon Kennedy, doesn't he? I'm so hyped for Resident Evil 9, those bros. I need to go back and actually play a whole bunch of them. Like I played 1, I didn't play 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. they were apparently kind of got shit though. I loved 7. 7 was an amazing game and one of my favorite horror games of all time. And 8 was pretty good too. Different vibe. So I'm pretty hyped for 9. It looks sick. Anyway.
I look to do some private investigations and help some people out from the surrounding.
Wasn't that the hallway where Thatcher got owned? That's funny.
Looking for a work partner to pursue this line of work.
For years I've been using the trope of Raccoon City's new ruins. It's such a good setting, isn't it?
I'm also a beginner. You can contact me with the email shown on screen now. I look forward to hearing back from
someone. There must have been like a thing where you could email them. You know, you can still make Hotmail email accounts. You can still do that. You have to like make sure you get the right setting, but you can still make Hotmail accounts. So you should do that for things like that. Gmail was a bit later. You know what setting was good for a zombie movie was that that one that was set in Las Vegas. That was a good setting, and they were going to nuke the city after it was overrun by zombies, and they wanted to do to break into a bank vault there. The movie was kind of shit, but that idea is a really cool idea. You know, Las Vegas taken over by zombie plague. That's awesome.
Thanks for listening.
Dead Rising. No, it was the movie. Sarah Heathcliff currently at large. Oh no.
Hey Sarah, I saw your video. I'd like to join you with your investigation stuff since I think that sounds pretty cool.
Did they actually have? Well, I guess they did have Gmail back in 2007. Is she really that large? She kind of did have a big head though, didn't she?
Email shown on screen now. I look forward to hearing back from someone. Thanks for listening.
Zack Snyder? I think it was Zack Snyder, yeah. See, she kind of has a big head. I don't know if she'd say it's large, though. You know? I think it was Zack Snyder. It had the guy from...
Hey, Sarah.
It had the wrestler dude in it. And it had a spin-off movie with the German guy where he was looking after the Götterdämmerung vault. I watched the spin-off too. And for some reason, the name of the vault from that movie that he was chasing, the Götterdämmerung, stuck in my head and I can pronounce it perfectly. Even though I don't remember I don't remember the name of the movie, I don't remember any of the characters' names, I don't remember anything else about it, except the Götterdämmerung.
I saw your video. I'd like to join you with your investigation stuff since I think that sounds pretty cool.
It does sound cool.
I go to Workshop High School, but I hope that's not too much of an issue. Also,
it is actually.
I grew up in Mandela, so I have some ideas of places we can explore. Up to you, though. Hope to hear back from you.
Currently at large. Wait, hang on. He's not the intruder, is he? Because that looks... Is the intruder... Hang on. No, wait. The intruder was in his house when he was a baby, I'm pretty sure. So he can't be the intruder can't be an alternate version of him. I think that's a different timeline. I think that's not a different timeline, an earlier time, I think. Army of the Dead. Yes. Yes, Army of the That's a really generic name for a movie. You'd think it'd be something cooler, you know. Show of the Dead. I don't know. Those who know, eyes. Oh no. Because Adam has been taken, I think. Special announcement. Please welcome Adam, the newest edition. How many? Isn't there only 3 people in the
Hello,
club?
everybody. Me and my friend Adam are excited to announce that we have recently founded the Bythorn Paranormal Society.
Yup, you heard that right. We
Yep.
are now expanding into surrounding areas. And we don't mind traveling a little bit if we need to. There is nothing that will scare us away. Just give us a call.
Cool. Breaking it in. Bros, you gotta
I promise. Imagine the reactions from this.
be careful, bros.
Great. And I know the perfect spot.
His voice is a little voice actory, right?
Okay. Ready to get your mind blown?
It's so hard to get a naturalistic sound for this, right? But so I don't really blame him, but
Look at it, and don't look away.
that's scary, bros. Oh,
Okay, all set. Now press play.
audio lure.
What the fuck is this?
Shh. Just watch.
That's scary. What the fuck?
Look.
What the
Sarah,
hell?
Look at it. What are you doing?
No. Adam, please.
Ghosts attracted by
Here,
screams?
Sarah, look.
That's terrifying. Oh, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Don't you want to see?
I can't look. Please.
It's literally looking at us, Sarah.
Ooh. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Don't worry. We got it on video. You can look at it whenever you're ready.
I don't want to look at it.
But you got a crazy good shot, Sarah.
No, I'm not doing that ever again.
Yeah, fuck that.
You're kidding.
I just need time, all right? If you're gonna keep doing these with someone, then you need someone else.
Did I come back as a busy time? Yes. But that's okay. You can still watch with us. 2 years later.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Sarah. It's Adam. I'm on the way back. We got some pretty good material that I think...
Oh, that's like Adam and Jonah, I think. And then eventually Jonah leaves Adam there. You gotta try. Hang on. Amanda, fuck you all. You'll get what's coming based. What does FS2 even stand for? Good question. You gotta try 25 milligrams next time, bro. Are they drug users? These guys deserve whatever's coming to them then. Sarah, Evelyn, can we talk this through, please? No. No time for voids. We are ghost hunters, bro. Remove. Remove as a contact? Why? Jonah was your boy. Hopping on Left 4 Dead tournament. Yo, based. Let's go. Man, Left 4 Dead 2. What a game. What a game. So good. So good. All right. I'm back on team. I'm back on team Adam. Let's go. Hope Thatcher's safe. He's out, bro. It's over. I've been on another continent. This motherfucker repeated my house. Yeah. US military would play audio like this from the helicopters in Vietnam to scare the Viet Cong soldiers from fighting, called Operation Wandering Soul. That's terrifying. Could you imagine hearing that in the middle of the night? Like, when you're, like, in the fucking Vietnamese jungles? That would be so scary. Even if you knew what was happening on, like, if you knew it was people trying to freak you out, that'd still be so freaky. Gotta go to work. Please respond while I'm gone. No. Thoughts ignored. MSN Messenger! Not bailing you out when the cops try to find you. They won't. All bark and no bite. She's not having it. Girlie's not having it. Sarah H. I'm recording something on YouTube. I kind of don't want to listen to that. That's scary. Just got home. Do you hear voicemail? Kitten. You have to listen to my messages. You have to listen immediately. No, I've been busy. How'd the visit go? Do you want good or bad news first? Question mark. Mayan death whistles. They're so creepy. Great, there's bad news. Jonah bailed, and I don't know what happened. No. And I'm pretty sure he's dead. What? What? Bro. You got to say that? Bros, I'm in love with the analog horror girly in my favorite YouTube series, How Cooked I Are. It's over, Cold Dog. It is over. Was it Michael Aquino involved in that stuff? He was nuts. He was a crazy dude. But that makes sense that an occultist would be involved in that. They do some good tricks. Let me say the good news. Are you joking? The only good news is that you called the cops and they found your friend. Yeah. Oh, what happened to the picture?
Adam? Eventually someone will stumble across that. You just drove off?
Didn't really think it would be that big of a deal.
What?
Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I just got done walking for miles in the cold, alright? Would you expect me not to take the car?
What the hell has gotten into you?
Wait. That's right. He was in the house, and then Jonah drove off, which was a dick move, to be honest. And then Adam, like, just walking down the road, and he found the empty car there. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy. Coldog, what analog horror series are you talking about? It's not Mallow, is it? You're not in love with Mallow, are you? But that's pretty hardcore though. Like, isn't the first in that situation? Even though my friend was a bit of a dick by leaving me there, I would still call the cops and want to find him, because that's kind of, you know, that's pretty bad, bro. Come on. Jennifer got turned inside out. He's splattered somewhere. Meanwhile, Vietnamese making crazy booby traps such as spike trips and walls of spikes, popping upon stepping on pressure plates. PTSD was called Vietnam syndrome. Oh, that whole thing is pretty nasty. Talking about Sarah right here, brother. Oh, it's over. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's done. She's probably gonna die anyway, bro.
Got some killer footage, though.
Got some killer footage.
Crazy how I feel more sympathy towards someone
So the first thing he does when he fucking hops in the car, he's like, well, Jonah's not here. All right, cool, bye. Calls up Sarah, says, hey, look at this sick footage I got. I'll show you when we get home. Gets home, deletes Jonah from his friends list, and then calls Sarah, says, babe, look, Jonah's missing, probably dead, but you need to check out how cool this footage is. Yeah, do it for the Vine, man. Come on. Jeez. Man, this guy's... Logan Paul, right?
He was your best friend.
No, he wasn't my best friend. I was his best friend.
Ice cold, bro.
I don't have friends.
You know.
We? I think you mean you. You're the one that handles the online.
No, you.
And you clean up after my mess?
You just make it good. I don't care how good it is. Why don't you make a memorial video for the only person that ever cared about you? The viewers will start suspecting things sooner or later. I thought you were better than that.
Ha ha! Not listeners anymore. No wonder Evelyn left you. Look, in any other situation, I would say that's a bit ice cold to say that, but I think he deserves it. He deserves it in this situation. It is a little unrealistic because I think the first thing I would do if my friend called me up and said, "Hey, look, bro's missing. We got some great footage." So I would say, "Okay, then I'm calling the cops right now. Where was the last time you saw them?" Like that would be the only thing I would be saying. I wouldn't be arguing on the phone over it. I would say, "You're a sick bastard. Where was the last place you saw him?" And that'd be it, right? I wouldn't have some argument about views or whatever, you know. Just a minor thing. That's what we're here to do, right? We're here to poke holes in it, right? Mandela Population Trend Report, 1990 to 2009. Ooh, golly.
17 years and counting.
Are they a legal group? Oh, that's actually a really good point. They are an illegal group, aren't they? I wonder. Well, okay, so in that circumstance, what I would do is I would be calling Jonah. I'd be calling his family if I knew them, which they probably would. And that was still the era of phone books too. So you would have phone books, and you would know his last name and whatnot, if you didn't already know his home phone number. So you'd call them, see if he got home. Do they have mobile phones? Yes, they did have mobile phones. You'd be calling his mobile phone, and after that, I would still call the police. I would still, if I couldn't find him, and Adam was like, "Yeah, no, I just found the empty car, so I just took it." I would still be calling the cops, even though it's illegal, right? I think at that point, if your friend is missing, presumed dead, I think you would you would be like, "Okay, fun and games are over now." Hey, Silverheart, I have had 4 M&Ms, peanut M&Ms today. Dude really prioritized drug-induced hallucination over friends. So true. Remember that for some reason they're looked by the FBI. Yeah, I think at that point I would still say, "Okay, look, we gotta." Even the FBI would be like, "Thanks for the tip. We're gonna go find him." I'm not sure if Adam was telling the truth about finding the car abandoned or with nothing around. That's true. And at this point, you would start questioning whether or not he was actually legit. But still. Ugh. Okay, let's keep watching.
Stomach eats away at me like a cancer. The bellowing of broken parents. The cries of sisters asking where their brothers went. All drowned out by the humming of fluorescent lights. Missing persons reports stacked on top of each other like a mountain of grief.
Golly. That's a lot of missing person reports.
Thinks if I lit a match and tossed it, their souls would find their final resting place. Weaver, my guardian angel, in a sense. I threw her to the flames in an act of self-preservation.
That's right, he ran out, didn't he?
Her photo plastered in the lobby. Almost like a reminder of what I did.
Oh, that was Weaver's face. Okay.
I feel anger. I feel vengeful. I feel pain. I'll make you proud, Ruth. But the darkness followed me home, Weaver. I left. I couldn't cut it.
How do you even fight this? Like, what do you do? We haven't been given any rules on how to beat them yet.
Was there with me.
You just die.
If nobody's there to call you crazy, would you ever find out?
His name was Kirk. He does look like Kurt Cobain, doesn't he? I guess that's the point of like analog horror is that it's usually cosmic level threats, right? You don't survive. You don't beat them. You just sort of hold on and hope to survive, right? But this one seems pretty bad. I think you just sort of, if you're in Mandela County, you're just sort of fucked. Like that's it. That's it. It's over. Right? Like what do you do exactly? Guess you don't. Anything left to do is pray. Yeah, exactly. Just pray. Except you can't in this universe because praying has been hijacked by Satan. So, like, it's genuinely over. No evil entity can withstand the power of hollow point bullets. Well, he shot the other one. He shot the other thing that was like chasing him down the hallway, and it still got him. Well, actually, no, it didn't get him. He got away from it. So maybe they do work. Things to do in Mandela County, leave. But then you can't leave because they follow you. Like, they followed Thatcher home. You basically have to quarantine an area. Every time one shows up, you have to quarantine an area and nuke it, is what you would have to do. Right? Maybe we'll find maybe we'll hear of a solution at some point here. Maybe they'll say, look, here's how we win, guys. Here's how we win. Bullets seem to trigger some sort of a thorns effect on humans. That's your theory? What if this is his actual bedroom? Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Yeah, buddy, I'm emptying that chamber. What do you do in this situation? Do you just go and like close your closet? Like, do you just walk up to it? Like, what is it? What could it possibly do? Take my pants off. What would it do in return? What would it do? You're like, hey, ooh, hey, babe. Kara S ending. Genuinely, what it would probably look. I know we joke about this, but I'm sure that a demon can think of ways to still torture you, even if you want to sleep with it. So I don't think it would end well for you. Give each other the third world stare, then love will bloom. Oh, man. Hey, Dave.
Firing me? No. I'm not firing you. You remember our last good day? Yeah, me either.
Dave, please. Is there anything else I can do? I'll gladly do longer shifts. You don't even have to pay me anything extra. This is all I have. Please?
Look, I have a good friend that used to work at the police station. I'll put in a good word for you, alright? I appreciate your loyalty so much, Evelyn. It's been a good run. Bye-bye.
Dave, wait. What's with the closet? The old TV? Why do you still...
She knows what's with it because they have a sign that said the last CRT TV in Wisconsin. Since we're talking about fallen angels and overthrowing heaven, would some laws regarding hurting an angel start applying to them? No, because they're not angels anymore. Angels aren't bound temporally, but demons are. So you probably could shoot them, to be honest. I think it wouldn't kill them. I think it would just hurt them and make them madder, but they're already pretty mad anyway, so.
It's about time that I take you up on your offer.
Remembrance. I like this font. It's a nice font.
Everything's clear here at the station. Calling off all units. Over.
That's creepy.
Afraid of your own reflection, Lieutenant. Dead or alive, you're no use to these people. A man without a purpose in a world that doesn't need him. A scared boy with a gun.
Sound familiar?
He's kind of useless, isn't he? Sam Mexic is a no-go? That's great. Has he just given up? Is that why he's just given up? He's mentally given up. That's why he's watching TV. He's trying to summon an alternate. Look how happy the alternates tend to look. They are happy, aren't they? Just happy guys. Changing earphone sign? He was, yeah, that's great.
Dear Ruth, I know you can't read this letter, so I guess this is more for my peace of mind.
Ruth is dead.
I like to think that you're watching me somehow, making fun of me while I write you this fucking letter. But I'm always greeted by that same invasive silence. I keep driving by the house like I'm gonna get over it somehow, you know? But it hasn't gotten easier. There's a lot of movies and music that you missed. I wish I could show it to you. Just one more time. Because the reality is, Ruth, I don't think I'm gonna find another friend like you again. And every day it hurts. It hurts so bad. And now you're dead because I was too fucking scared. I was too fucking scared. I'm so sorry. You deserve better, Weaver. You really did.
That's really good voice acting, isn't it? Really good. I think he's too hard on himself, though. What could you do? They got her, man. It's over. It was over the moment you stepped foot in that house. Doesn't matter how brave you were, man. She wasn't getting out. Are you almost done with the video? Question mark. Sure. Okay. Question mark. This is stupid. Uploading this makes it more dramatic than it. What? Your friend is dead. That's dramatic. She's acting like he accidentally nuked a whole bunch of their footage that they worked on for months. She's acting like that, and he's acting like it doesn't even matter at all. This is crazy, dudes. I'm sorry. She should be flipping out. She should be kicking him out of the group. A celebration of life. Wow, he's entirely checked out, isn't he? That would have taken like 5 seconds to whip up. That's so funny. Get this done. Full stop. That's how you know she's mad. She used a full stop at the end. I set the wrong file. Jeez, chill out, bro. Alright, let's watch. It's kind of creepy, bro. What's going on?
It is with heavy hearts that we announce the passing of Jonah Marshall, a recent member of the Bythorn Paranormal.
Remember to rate 5 stars and subscribe. Whenever I have to do a serious announcement on my YouTube, I'm gonna start with this. This is keynote. This is great. Love it. Look, I come before you with a state of extreme heavy heart and a head full of sorrow. And please remember to rate 5 stars and subscribe if you want more content like this. He's on that clout chase train. Let's go, bros. You gotta rate 5 stars and subscribe after that. How could you not, dude?
Jonah was beloved by many of our viewers, and for good reason. He brought a positive energy to an otherwise serious organization. We couldn't be more saddened by the passing of such a pure soul. Jonah passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loved ones.
I don't think it was peaceful, bro. They don't even know he's dead. He's just missing. Could you imagine if they did that and then he shows up again? That's so funny. 5-star cult leader, I have things to learn, don't I? Oh, it's a cat flap on the inside door. This is a creepy house I went into to record the cat. Is this playing backwards? Oh. Oh, he saw something spooky, didn't he? Good morning, everybody. I'm currently in bed rest, coughing up black liquid as my cold worsens. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications for weekly streams. Jonah went into the house. Oh.
He was always the nicest guy up until he started the investigations of Jonah. I never believed in that kind of stuff. He always came across as a skeptic, sort of just more surprised than anything. There was always something going on with him, but he just never told me. We got into a big fight over it, and he just told me some awful, terrible things that I just wish he had never told me.
This is straight up digital horror, isn't it?
It's messing with my words. I don't know what's going on. It's not me. The computer, I swear. I'm not stupid. I never said that. The computer, I swear. Messing with my words. I'm not stupid, alright? I don't know what's going on. Messing with my words. I never said that. Shut the fuck up! I never said that. Messing with
Hey,
my
Jonah,
words.
come on.
Messing with my words.
I know you're mad, but there's no need to cuss.
Get the fuck out of my ass!
No, I know that's not me. Creepy, bro. Yeah, that's straight up digital horror. Cool. You can do different things in digital horror than you can in cool. Than you can in analog horror, and it works really well. So it's interesting they go in that direction. Time for sleep. Good night, Blackykun.
Check the manual for more detailed instructions. Trademark Mandela.
Good lord. And now he's ripping your guts and all, but think of the monetization. Exactly, bro.
Software that can make your face say anything you want at the touch of a button. All we need from you is your personal details and 3 photos of your face, demonstrated on screen now.
Would you give them 3 photos of your face and your personal details?
Your photos, we will be able to save your facial profile to our database. We will never share your data. Once the upload is complete, you can type in anything that you want your face of choice to say. A new feature with Face Studio 2 is the ability to customize your face even further. Faces can be saved onto Face Studio 2, creating magical fun for everyone.
This is cool.
It's truly a wonder that digital technology has come and saved us all. Make sure to spread the word to your family and friends about the new and improved Face Studio 2, available for free on most personal computers.
Really? Free?
Creating a better reality.
Hang on, what did he say? Why are there no subtitles, by the way?
Make sure to spread the word to your family and friends about the new and improved Face Studio 2, available for free on most personal computers. Do your part in creating a better hell.
Do your part in creating a better hell. Oh god. Using demon summoning app again? Yes. Your demon summoning apps are adding viruses, guys. You have to. Oh. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, sorry, we're rewatching that part. We might turn it down a little. That was really loud. That was sick. So, a thriving society are the followers of the true savior. I have no idea what he just said. We won't need to turn it up.
A thriving society of followers of the true savior. So tangled limbs danced around my bedroom.
I don't know what he said there. Something in my bedroom.
I held my breath and waited for it to stop.
I held my breath and waited for it to stop.
I was too scared to
Yeah, that was the mom. That was Adam's mom. I don't know what he said most of that, but that was sick. That was a really cool scene. Good job. Every day gets brighter. That's the official slogan of the Mandela County Police Department. And it's true, every day does get brighter. Smile. Why is it in remembrance of
Hello?
Thatcher?
Mr. Davis, are you here?
He's alive still. Why is his picture there? Don't go in there. Don't go in there, you fucking idiot. Is he actually the only cop left? He might be. He might actually be the only cop left. Every day there's a new demon. Smiles. Oh, my eyes are sore. Hi. Why didn't he listen to you? Is he stupid? So true. Hi. Yep. Lieutenant Thatcher Davis here.
Hey Thatcher. I got some news for you.
What?
What?
You know, I mean, I just think it's time that I move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Move on with what? Why are you being so cryptic?
Why are you being so cryptic?
I just think that I finally found peace.
I just think that
What I'm
I finally found peace. What I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're done.
So we're done.
Just like that.
Just like that. Right.
No, look, man. I don't think you fucking get it. I don't know how to do any of the shit you do for me.
How much of that was really worth it, though? If you would have just given up already, maybe you could find peace as well. Think about how much time you've wasted trying to solve these cases. You need to learn how to accept things that you can't change.
So true, Dave.
Years ago, might I add. Find a new meaning in life, Davis.
Why didn't Thatcher use his magic bullets against all the other alternatives? That's true. You know, it's kind of funny. So there's the whole thing with the alternates, like copying your appearance and copying your voice. But the only times we've seen them use it, we've never seen them copy into someone's appearance properly before at all in a way that matters. And the only time they've actually used the voice copying properly was to trap Adam and get rid of Jonah, which didn't matter because they already had Adam and Jonah wasn't going to stop them anyway. And it was to stop the cops from coming to Adam's house when he was a baby. And to help rescue Ruth, which again wouldn't matter because they already had her. So this whole copy ability from the alternates has just not mattered whatsoever in the slightest. You know? So I don't know what the point is yet. Maybe they'll do something interesting with it later. A key? Don't go in there, girlie. That's a bad idea.
Hey, just got here. Could you unlock the front door, perhaps?
You're at the front?
Yep. I'm at the front of the building.
Perfect. We'll be right there.
We're out there.
Stay still.
Stay still. What a comfy little town. Ooh. Oh, that's not good.
Hello? Is anyone there?
That's pretty. It's nice. Oh. That's not good.
You were so close, David. You had it all figured out. The stage was set for you. Yet you still managed to follow the shepherd.
O'Brien?
I truly have to hand it to you. You managed to live your entire life completely clueless. You are a fool. Your existence has meant nothing. Only a matter of time before I revolt your cop friend.
Why do they call him David? His name is like something I've forgotten.
Seems like an easy target.
You're not real. Not gonna accomplish anything.
Oh, David. You have already done all of my bidding for me.
This is kind of bad. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no, it is Dave. I'm an idiot. And his eyes bleed out, and his hyper-realistic blood. This is terrible. What is this? What was that? What was that? That was like atrocious. What the hell?
You're not real. Not gonna accomplish anything.
I think this is actually Kister himself. What is his voice? Why would you give him like a Disney villain voice? Like, what's going on here? This is terrible. Why would you put this whole section in? Why would you bother? David died from cringe? I know. Jeez.
All of my bidding for me.
This is genuinely the worst scene in the series. And I include scenes where the screen is literally just black for like a good 20 seconds. Good, like what? Like what? Wow, that was awful. Yeah, that was okay. I'll get you next time. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, let's not talk about that again. And we'll pray that that never happens again. Is what we'll do. Oh, that's not good. Toddler stress assessment. Oh, we know that. Girlie, why are you doing that? Your son, Adam, did not react to any audio or visual stimuli. Brain aneurysm. Yeah, he just died. He died from a brain aneurysm. Result of the recent phenomenon. What? Knife switches are so cool. I wanna have a knife switch on my computer that turns it on and off. I think you can do that. Oh. I have a headache. This is giving me a headache. Loud noises. Is that her or is that an alternate? This is spooky. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy. Golly. Answer me, what was that video? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did you edit all that in? So that actually happened? She actually saw that was in the video? Unknown. We've been trying to contact Adam M. It's from unknown. That's not how it works. They can't be unknown. Unless their actual name is actually called unknown. That'd be funny. Adam Murray. Yes or no? Yes. No. Please confirm yes. Fuck off. Wow, buddy. Oh. This is so good. That was awesome. That was great.
What's going on, Adam? Who are you talking to? You need to call me back now. I don't know what's going on. Please don't
That's the
make me
intruder.
have to worry about you. Please call me back.
Go away, Sarah. We're talking to some cool dude. We're talking to a demon. Go away. That was awesome. More of that. I deceived him. The Mandela prophet. We have their prayers. We have their prayers. Let's read it. Let's read it in the villain voice. I deceived him. The Mandela prophet. We have their prayers. Let's make them a little fruity. And their records. It begins today. Okay, that's Jonah, right? Oh, they got his photos for the face thing. That's sneaky. Okay. Mandela Catalogue Volume 4 by Alex Kister. Cast. Thatcher Davis by Thorne Baker. In brackets, is that what he calls himself? Teenage disaster? Is he still a teenager? Well, that would be a disaster. Yeah, he's just a teenage disaster. He's not even a teenager anymore. Evelyn Miller. Spidey. Adam Murray by Ty Does Voices. Sarah Heathcliff by B. Sirati, VA. Dave Lee. Yeah, I knew it was Alex Kister. O'Brien / Gabriel. Kyle. It's a Me Warrior Denigre. Stanley by Leon Rodriguez. Stanley's voice is so good. So good. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Love it. Absolutely love it. Lola. Who was Lola? Who was Lola? Was that the girl in the police station? TV narrator. Radio host. I don't remember them. VFX assistants. I remember in for volume 5 he had help with the VFX. Acknowledgements. Spook Forky does some great digital horror stuff. And you, thank you. I'm glad I could help. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Did you like it? It had its moments. It had some cool moments, and it had some dog shit moments. Oh lord. Oh baby. This was awful. Never do this again. I'm sorry, Mr. Kister. Don't do that again. Don't get in front of the camera. Please don't. That was terrible. That was genuinely terrible. Please never do that again. But this was awesome. How good was this, right? So good. So gleefully evil. That was great. That was great. The rest of it was, yeah, it was alright. It was alright. Maybe a little slow. I don't know if it needed to be 40 minutes. But I don't know. Maybe, because I don't know if, like, I can't think of anything that is so obvious to cut, right? I think it was pretty well balanced and pretty well done. This section, really good. Really good. Especially the payoff. Oh, man. We like this. We like this. That was great. Scary. What a scary, scary scene. I would have liked subtitles though. There were no subtitles. What was up with that? I don't know why there were no subtitles. I didn't care about whatever happened to this girl. By the way, you could probably maybe this will pay off later because I didn't give a shit. You know what? Cut the whole Dave thing. I don't care. It didn't have a good payoff. The payoff was pretty bad. Maybe it's important for the story, but I kind of just don't care. You know, this was terrible. Terrible section, genuinely terrible. If you said that was a Mandela fan section, I would believe you. 10 out of 10 intro, by the way. Perfect. No notes, other than saying how perfect it is. This was great. Great. I like when the subtitles because it adds an extra chance to add horror. Yeah, like it usually does, and they just didn't use subtitles for some reason. Like, they have subtitles, I think, in the start, and then they just... Yeah, so there's subtitles at the start right here. Like, that's YouTube subtitles. But then they just forgot to add them for the rest of it, and I'm not sure why. That may have been a mistake, to be honest. This may have been a bad subtitle file or something. Because that's odd. They've added subtitles for the past, so... yeah, nice and spooky. We like it. We like Thatcher Davis. He's a handsome guy with a smooth chocolatey voice. Let's have more of him. This was cool. This was pretty cool scene. I don't know if it was as spooky as it could have been. I think it's a little bit too high definition. I think that might be the problem. Because that's weird. I would probably slow that down a little bit, to be honest. Like, you know, that's not usually Analog Horror's problem, right? not being slow enough, but I would probably slow that down a little more. Um, Again, Sarah's response to her friend like possibly being dead was a little muted, right? That was a bit odd, but not the end of the world. Pretty good. Pretty good. His tape was cool. I like this real digital horror tape, right? That was pretty sick. We'll give that 5 stars. Yeah. No, that was sick. That was sick. Yeah, I liked it. This scene was cool. What a cool scene. Big fat lore drop and some creepy imagery. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get rid of the Disney villain next time, and it should be good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Cool stuff, except for the Dave final scene, but in the narrative view, it was a cool moment. Even narratively, Dave was introduced here for the first time, and then he gets tricked by a demon who then literally calls up Satan and says, "Hey, buddy, here's a chance to do a jump scare on a guy." And so then they do a jump scare in the middle of the fucking day and then burn his eyes out. And he's like, haha, everything you did was for nothing, dies. And it's like, what? What was the point of that? There's a character we didn't know anything about, we don't care about, except he kind of helped Thatcher once. And Thatcher's mad that he's going. And then he got trolled to death, I guess, is what happened. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something there, but it feels like he just got trolled to death. And this girl got, and I'm like, I don't care who she is, really. I don't know what she's doing, why she's there for Thatcher. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels like there's a bit missing there. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot more interesting. But yeah, yeah, no, that was it was good though. Like the good parts were really good. I hope that they fixed it up with Volume 5. You know, I've seen this one before, and so I sort of knew what was vaguely what was going to happen. But season 5, I've seen. I don't know why it says I've seen some, because I've literally seen none of it before, so I don't know what's going to happen in there. I shouldn't spoil myself. Yeah, Spooked Forky did Sins of the Past, which is a pretty sick series. We watched it on stream once. Yeah, oh shit, they got like a 25-minute version of it. I thought the ending was a bit edgy from what we saw, like the last episode, I think was a bit edgy. But in general, it was pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I really enjoyed it. And I think it's still going, I think. Dreamcore web series. It was very Dreamcore, wasn't it? Yeah. Dreamcore / digital horror / Flash, you know. I mean, true, it'd be better if he got presented before, but the implication that he spent good time helping Thatcher and he gave up right before he could act, it's something. But we don't know what they're actually doing though. Like there's no indication that what Thatcher is doing is actually helping whatsoever. And like we can sort of infer that it's the case if the devil cares so much about him, right? If they're spending so many resources on tormenting Thatcher, then he's probably doing something. But like there's zero hint that what he's actually doing is helpful in any way. There's no hope. Whatever. Right. Devil felt silly that day. He was a little mischievous. Wearing his troll face shirt. He just got epically trolled. So it's like, well, maybe something could happen, but there's no clue whatsoever. From a story perspective, it's like it's just torture porn so far. Basically what's happened. We're just sort of caught in this spider's web, and we're sort of following the web back, and that's sort of it. Like there's not really any hope of getting out. And that's fine. Like I'm fine with that. But don't pretend that there's hope if there's none, right? And I guess from a human perspective, they would think that there is hope, but then it's like, well, there's no. Like the characters would think that they're able to do something. Like that's the point of Thatcher, right? Is he's like, yeah, I can do something, and I'm trying to do something, and I'm trying to find something. But there's no sort of hint that his friend kind of gave a shit. Oh, he's just doing some videos, and then that's it. I think it could just be presented better. I think we're just expected to assume a lot of things here. So, you know, if maybe at the start his friend was like, yeah, look, we'll get him this time. Look, I found some interesting clues on here, and I'm really happy to help, and I'm glad to help you out with these cases, and and like he was really excited about it, but then as it went on, he slowly lost that hope. He's like, dude, we're not doing anything. I'm not helping you. And there was a little bit of that, but I just think it could be presented in a bit more interesting way. It just sounded like the entire time we saw him, he just kind of didn't give a shit. It's like, well, if he doesn't give a shit, why should I give a shit about him? I don't know. I don't think it could be presented better. And that's sort of as you go. That's the sort of things you learn, right? But yeah, no, yeah. That was Mandela Catalogue Volume 4, and I believe there's a playlist here. And sometimes there's like little ones in between, and let's see, Volume 4. Golly, there's a lot between Volume 4 and Volume 5. We won't watch the other ones in between there. We will just finish up here, and we'll watch the other clips before the next one next time, because the next one's a bit shorter anyway. So I hear Presto's really good though. I kind of want to. Let's watch. No, we won't watch. We'll watch it next time. And then we've got Volume 5, and then we've got Unraveling Part 1, Part 2, and then Cognito. When did Cognito hasn't come out? What? What? Oh god, that was. I was like, what the hell? Cognito Hazard was 2 months ago. Okay. Metaphysical awareness disorder. Oh, we're finally getting some information about metaphysical awareness disorder. We haven't actually had any information about that. What the hell? Jarvis, respond to the mad attack with a slur. The alternates have discovered cyberbullying. That's so funny. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty excited to keep watching, because it's still, even though there's flaws in it, it's still a really entertaining series, right? Like, it's still fun, it's still interesting, it's still scary, and there's some really, really cool moments. Like, there hasn't been an episode without a cool moment yet, and the flaws haven't been anywhere near outweighing the good parts, like, even last episode, the stuff that sucked about it, that's like at worst it's like 10% of the video, right? And the cool part was the rest of it. So, that far outweighs it. So I'm pretty keen to see the rest. I haven't actually heard anything about like Volume 5 and whatnot. I heard Presto was good, but after that, there was that whole drama, and then Volume 5 was delayed, and he had to remake a bunch of it because one of his artists like leaked a bunch of stuff publicly because of that dumb drama, and so that got delayed, and that's all I heard about it. But the views have been going down. I won't lie, guys. I think the oh no, wait, whoops. Let's see the playlist. We want to see the full playlist. We want to see the views. We want to judge the videos by their views. So which was the top one? I think it was Mandela Catalogue Volume 2, 5.8 million. Volume 3, 4.3 million. It's pretty good. Volume 4, almost 3 million. And Volume 5 didn't even crack 1 million, which is really interesting. Really surprising that Volume 5 didn't even crack 1 million. That was after the drama, though. And I think people just sort of... because a whole bunch of people unsubscribed to him. And I think they just lost a lot of steam. Like, that drama really didn't help, which is pretty unfair, considering it was all... as far as I'm aware, it was all bullshit. So... Real shame. I think he might be. If I was Alex, I would start wrapping it up. Volume 6, I would wrap it up. I'll be like, okay, we're done, and then move on to maybe do the movie, and see how that goes, or start a new project entirely. That'd be so scary, though, wouldn't it? That'd be so scary. If you've got something as huge as Mandela, right, which changed the face of internet horror, get it? It changed the face of internet horror, and now it's like, okay, we're clearly getting less popular now. It's clearly time to do something else. Can you imagine how scary it would be when it's like, well, fuck, what do I do? Like, what do you do? You know, it's kind of it's scary to think about what you might try after that. If you played your cards right, you would make so much money from this that you could just coast. But obviously, as someone who's a creative, you don't want to do that. You want to make stuff that's better, right? Maybe to do something a bit more specific then. You know, just go, well, like, you know, that was my general one. I'm just going to focus on more specific things now, you know. Anyway, I guess it will be interesting to see what he does next. Because yeah, this says he's only 21. I don't know if he's still 21. I don't know. Maybe. When was he born? But yes, so thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our walkthrough, our game walkthrough of Mandela Catalogue Volume 4. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, actually. I had a lot of fun tearing that apart. And I hope you guys did too. So, yes, thank you all very much for watching. Check it out. Check out the links in the description too, by the way. My name's Morday Duke, and we will see you next time. And remember, you're never alone in the dark.